I'm pregnant.
What?
I'm pregnant.
I love you truly, truly, dear. Have a good time tonight. Get him off.
Come on, we'll never get away with it.
Why not? I cancel Davo's messenger boy and I substitute my own.
Yeah, but a male stripper in this place, come on, that's a crazy idea.
And that's exactly why it should work.
Oh, God, can you just see Bee's face?
I can, but can you imagine the screws faces?
Oh, honey, I wish you could be here.
Ah, well, you can't have us both.
Bloody hell, it looks like a dog's dinner. How's page 1 coming, Susie?
Oh, really good. Jo's terrific at it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Fantastic. Now we just need the last word in this line. Excitement.
How do you spell that?
Well, you can just read it off the proof there.
Oh, well, this is sort of a good way to learn how to spell, isn't it?
You know, I don't think half the women in here would know if we spelled it the wrong way anyhow. My Phil's a good speller. He might be a poultry farmer, but he sure can spell.
Phil? Who's he?
My husband.
Oh, so you did marry again?
No? Why'd you say that?
My father's name wasn't Phil.
Susie, I don't want to disappoint you or hurt
Look,
you.
I'd hate to interrupt you two, but we have got a lot of work to do before this thing goes to press. So, Susie, why don't you come up here and help me with the layout?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, I want you to see if you can fit all these articles onto this page, and then my gardening column will have to go on the opposite page.
Oh, sort of like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? I used to be pretty good at those.
How's the new edition coming along?
Oh, listen, Mr. Faulkner, don't you think it'd be a good idea if we called this the Fortnightly Stir, or maybe even the Monthly Stir?
You're having problems.
Oh, you could say that. And we're short-staffed. I thought Helen was supposed to be coming in here until she left the prison.
Oh, she left over an hour ago.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. Well, look, why don't you transfer Judy from the laundry? After all, she is the editor. And I want to talk to her about Bee's party.
I'll see what I can do. How's the layout coming?
Don't ask. I've got too much for the first 3 pages and not enough for the 4th, and I need another article. Got any ideas?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have. Give us a few minutes. I think I know someone I can con into doing a piece for us.
You're on. Be quick.
Oh, Driscoll. You're up before the VJ this morning, so try not to escape again before you see him. You might get a bit touchy about it.
Well, don't worry, Mr. Faulkner. There's no need for me to escape now.
Did you hurt your back?
It just gets harder to bend the older I get.
I never think of you getting older, Bee.
Well, I am, and tomorrow I'll be older still.
Yeah, won't we all? Hey, tell me, did you see Helen before she left?
Yeah, for a minute. Shouldn't remember either.
Remember what?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it was sure nice seeing her again. She livens the place up a bit.
Yeah,
Probably be celebrating tonight.
I'm glad someone will be.
Yeah. Hey, what are you going to do about Susie and Joanne?
What do you expect me to do?
Well, do you think she really is her mother?
Well, how the hell should I know? I wasn't exactly the midwife at the birth.
I realize that. It's just that if she isn't her mother, I think poor little Susie's going to be in for a big hurt.
Well, if she is her mother, then Joanne's going to be in for an even bigger one. From me.
When is the next edition of the paper due out?
Oh, with a bit of luck, it should be out by late this afternoon. They're a bit short of copies, so I was hoping to get B. Smith to do an article for us.
The only way you'll get that is if Smith has something she definitely wants to say.
Yeah, I know. But if the top dog does an article, it'll be like a stamp of approval for the other women. I don't want them to start losing interest.
This paper means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Yeah. I must admit, I do like working on it. It makes me feel as though I'm making a positive contribution for a change. And it gives me a chance to communicate with the women.
I'm glad. But don't get yourself too involved. Things and people have a way of changing very quickly in here.
Well, I'll go and see if I can con Smith into doing that piece for us.
Good luck. And if you do have some success, Just make sure you are not the one being conned. You're dealing with an expert.
Well, that layout you did at page 1 is terrific, Susie.
Oh, thanks. I told you I was good at jigsaws.
Yeah, well, we're not running behind now, so I reckon you all deserve a smoko. What do you think?
Oh, your boss. What do you reckon, Mum?
I think it's a great idea. Want one, Doreen?
No, thanks. I've given him up.
You know, Susie, you've got so much going for you. You're attractive and young and intelligent enough to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need me or anybody to lean on anymore.
I've always needed you. You're my mum.
Susie.
Why did you leave me in Gippsland? I know I was only young, and you must have had a good reason. Why?
When did your mother leave you in Gippsland?
I was only 9. 7 years ago. I've been looking for you ever since.
Well, 7 years ago, I was living in Mildura and had been for over 12 months. We left there 5 years ago.
That can't be right. Well, you couldn't have been. I must have been mistaken. It mightn't have been Gippsland. I was only young. It could have been Mildura.
No, Susie.
I must have got it all mixed up.
Right, smoko's over. Let's get back to it, eh? Susie, I'll need you to help me over there, and Slater, you can stay down here with the typesetting. Now, what the hell do you think you're doing? You know you told Lizzie that you wouldn't say anything to her yet.
It's all right for you. You don't have to put up with that poor kid treating you like you were some sort of god. How do you think I feel?
Yeah, well, if she goes off the deep end, it's going to be your fault, and you'll pay for it.
Well, but isn't the big newspaper magnate?
Right, ma'am, and we've got this big problem that only you can solve for us.
Oh, want me to press the paper for you?
No. We're holding the presses for an exclusive article written by none other than the top dog at Wentworth, Mrs. B. Smith.
Oh, yeah? Get lost.
Well, I'll ignore the insubordination. Oh, come on, B. We're short of a page of copy, and we want you to do us an article of your own choosing. We'll even call it the Queen Bee column.
Look, I've told you before, I've got more to worry about than some stupid gossip column in a prison rag.
Such as?
You mean such as?
Such as what else have you got to worry about?
Well, injustice, for one.
Injustice?
That's right, in the system.
For instance?
Oh, you must be joking. For instance, Susie Driscoll. Now, what sort of system would throw a 16-year-old kid in here, along with killers, thieves, prostitutes, and all the other pollution of society, just because she is too young to take care of herself?
I like it. Right it.
What do you mean, right it? Right what?
Right what you just said. Injustice. Susie Driscoll.
Oh, what the hell good would that do? We know about it. It's them out there that need to know about it.
Look, I'll tell you what. I've got a friend, a journalist. If you write the article, and if it's good, I'll make sure he gets a copy of the Weekly Stir, and I'll specifically draw his attention to your article. He can make sure it's read where it'll do the most good.
You're on.
It's a big chance. Make it good.
You can count on it. You'll have it straight after lunch.
You must be getting old, mate. You've just been conned.
Don't you bet on it.
Won't it be terrific if Helen can get a stripper for Bee's party?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know you're a bit young to know about these things at the moment, but you got to learn sometime. And I know you're going to like the cake that Lizzie's making.
Yeah.
You know, she's a terrific cook. She used to do it professionally. Cook, I mean, for shearers.
Okay, Susie. Time to see the VJ.
Oh, come on, love. He's not going to eat you. Good luck.
Susie, keep your chin up.
Oh, by the way, you'll have that extra article you wanted after lunch, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Think they'll be heavy on her?
Do you care?
Yeah, of course I care.
Why? You know, there's something about you that just doesn't fit in. You're always so desperate to prove that you're not the kid's mother, and yet you worry about her. Why's that?
Because I like the girl. I don't want to see her get into any more trouble.
Is that all? There is a chance that you could be her mother, you know. Surely the kid would know that.
Don't be so stupid. Of course she's not my daughter. Well, why would I lie about it?
Because the women in here have ways of dealing with people who neglect and desert their kids. And I'm sure you've heard about them.
Do you think he really does know a journalist? I think he's just saying that to con you into writing the article.
Well, he knows damn well if he doesn't keep his part of the bargain, he can kiss his bloody newspaper goodbye. Now, let's get some of Susie's background facts straight. Let's see, unwanted and neglected child. Farmed out to friends and relatives constantly.
Yes, and put in her first institution when she was how old?
9, wasn't it?
9, isn't that great? And then because she couldn't stand being cooped up, she just kept escaping all the time.
The only charges against her are vagrancy, being in need of care and protection, and what else?
Being in moral danger.
Oh, makes you laugh, doesn't it? Moral danger, and they put her in here.
That bloody Joe Slater, she's got Susie so she doesn't know where she is.
Oh, what's happened now?
Well, you know how she told Lizzie that she would go on with the mother bit for a while?
Yeah.
Well, this morning I caught her doing her damnedest to try and convince Susie that she wasn't her mother, and that was just before Susie had to go before the VJ.
Oh, great.
Come on, B, you got to lean on that Slater a bit, because I reckon there is a chance she is Susie's mother and she's just too scared to admit it.
Listen, will you two shut up, Aretha? Get out of here. Can't see I'm busy. I'm writing.
Well, what's crawling on her?
She's writing an article on Susie for the Weekly Star.
Well, that's going to be a bloody great help.
Shut up, Doreen.
Well, what's the good of writing a stupid bit in the prison paper about Susie when she's going to have escaped by the time it gets to print anyway?
Doreen!
Come along, dear. Let's let her get on with it, huh?
And this is the very same irresponsible behaviour that brought you to Wentworth in the first place. Do you enjoy being in here?
Oh, no. Oh, don't you see? That's why I tried to escape.
Well, you've simply got to learn that this is not the way you're going to get out. You must stay in here until the court decides you're old enough and mature enough to act as a responsible citizen.
I am. Oh, why did they put me in here? I haven't committed any crime.
Technically, you have. And by these continuous attempts to escape, you're only making things worse for yourself. You must learn to pay for the consequences of your irresponsible behaviour. Now, wait outside while we consider your case. Why can't she be like all the others? They're so much easier to deal with.
Don't you know what solitaire means?
Listen, I overheard what you were telling Susie this morning, and I've been thinking. When did you say you were in Gippsland?
I didn't. I said I was in Mildura between 5 and 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What were you doing there?
I met my husband there. We've been married 7 years.
Got any other kids?
We've got one child, a boy, Jason. He's 7 years old. Anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah. You said you've been married for 7 years.
That's right. Yeah. I was pregnant when we got married.
Seems you weren't above a bit of hanky-panky then.
It does happen, you know.
Come on, Doreen. Even you should know that.
Yeah, I know. But I think she's a callous bitch who doesn't give a stuff about poor little Susie. And she could be lying. You still could be Susie's mother.
You're wrong, Doreen. I like the girl a lot and I feel really sorry for her, but it's not going to help her in the long run. I am not and couldn't be her mother, no matter how much you or Susie or anybody else wants it.
Well, young lady, Mrs. Davidson and I have discussed your case, and we both agree that your actions deserve a lengthy extension to your sentence. However, you can thank Mrs. Davidson here for prevailing on me to reconsider and to give you one last chance to prove your good intentions. Therefore, I've decided to sentence you to 1 extra month to be served concurrently with your present sentence.
Oh, thank you, Your Honour.
But if you ever come before me again for escaping, or even attempting to escape, I can promise you I will give you the absolute maximum possible sentence. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Very well. That's all. That should do it. I hope.
I hope you remember what the VJ said. Next time he'll throw the book at you.
I remember. I always do. They say that every time. Oh, but don't worry. I won't have to escape anymore. Well, not for a while anyway.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Mum's face when I tell her. She'll be really pleased.
Your mother? I didn't know that. When are you going to see her?
Well, she'll probably be in the rec room by now, waiting to go to lunch.
What are you talking about, Susie? Your mother?
Oh, Joanne, of course. She lets me call her Jo. Oh, you're not supposed to know. Oh, promise me you won't tell anyone. Or if they know, they might transfer her to another block. Promise? Good.
Oh, Lizzie's almost finished the cake. And she's also managed to get a few little extra goodies.
I bet she has. She could pinch the eye out of a needle.
Oh, how'd you go, love?
Well, he let me off. Well, actually gave me another month. To be served concurrently? Well, so it's the same thing, isn't it?
Oh, congratulations. That's terrific.
Yeah, good on you, honey.
That's great, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, I'm really pleased for you, Susie.
We could show a bit more enthusiasm than that.
I said I was pleased for her.
Big deal.
What more do you want? Blood?
You haven't got any to give.
Oh, knock it off, you two.
You're nothing but an uncaring cold fish. You know what that kid needs, what she wants. You give it to her.
I can't and I won't.
Selfish bitch.
Stop it! Don't you dare talk to my mother like that.
It's all right, Susie. I can look after myself. And
Well, you don't have to. Because I'm here now. Don't you ever speak to my mother like that again, Doreen. You've been very nice to me and I like you. But Joe's special, and if you don't like her, you don't like me. You don't have to protect me, Susie. We can protect each other now. Come on, sit over here with me.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Do you think it really gets the point across?
Oh, and how? You really feel strongly about this, don't you?
Yeah.
You can tell. It's all there on the writing. It's gutsy. Maybe a bit too gutsy here and there. You might have to tone it down a bit.
You censor one word, you don't use it.
I'm not going to censor it. It's just a few words, like here. Seeing we're aiming it for the outside press, I think we should use, say, utterly useless rather than not worth a pinch.
Okay, but I still think mine's more colourful.
It's good, Bea. It's really good.
Well, let's hope it stirs things up.
Here's the article. Who's available to set it up?
Slater can do it. Susie and I are checking over what we've just done.
Right, I'll be back in time for the first run of the press.
Right.
I'll help you. We'll get it done faster.
It's all right. I can manage. Just let me read this first.
Susie, I'll need you to finish this. I'll help with the setup.
But I don't mind, honest.
Look, I think it's better if Doreen helps me. She's had a little bit more experience. But thanks anyway. It's about Susie, the background, how she got to be in here. I didn't realise how awful it was.
You live and learn, don't you?
You should have seen her. I thought she was going to flatten Doreen.
I think the whole thing's gone on long enough. It's about time I had a word with Jo and found out the truth.
Yeah, well, Doreen's been working with them in the workshop, and she said she has serious doubts.
Well, it does seem a bit unlikely, don't you think?
Nothing would surprise me around here.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Listen, were you pleased with your article?
No, I had no Faulkner carried on about it, but I think it's all part of the con to keep me writing.
It's just that you still seem a bit low. Thought it would have cheered you up getting it out of your system.
No way. If anything, it stirred it all up.
What are you going to do if Joanne clams up?
What do you think?
Now?
Yep. Let her rip.
Very good. Congratulations, ladies. Well done.
Not bad, is it?
Not bad. It's terrific.
Isn't it great seeing it come off the press? All finished.
Yeah.
Here, Slater, you can start distributing these.
Oh, right. Where to?
I'll start with the laundry and make sure B. Smith gets one.
Okay.
Well, you must be a mind reader. I was just about to come looking for you.
Oh, well, I saved you the trouble. I was in the workshop. Here's the Weekly Stir.
That must be fascinating.
Well, opened my eyes. I just read your article.
And?
Is it all true?
Every word of it. Why?
I just never knew the facts.
Oh. Didn't you?
come on now, don't you start.
Let's stop pussyfooting around. There seems to be a question as to whether or not you're Susie's mother.
The truth is I am not her mother, but if you want proof, I suggest we go to the governor's office right now and ask to see my record or my file or whatever.
That's very nice, but not quite as easy as it sounds. Not too keen on handing around prisoners' records.
I'm sure they'd agree if we explained the situation. If you think it's so necessary, I'll agree to whatever investigation you think's necessary.
All right, you're in the clear. I'll pass the word around for the women to lay off you.
Thanks. I'm not sure it matters anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, since I read your article, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Susie's so desperate for a mother. She obviously wants it to be me. I don't see why I shouldn't just go along with it.
Got any idea what you'd be letting yourself in for?
It's about time she had some mothering. Besides, I like the kid.
Oh, I don't know. It might cause more harm than good in the long run.
But now is the important time. If we convince her I'm not her mother, she'll just get hurt and try to escape again.
But she's bound to find out sooner or later.
Oh, I'm not sure, not if we're careful. She just needs to belong, have someone of her own. Seems to me I could give her that. I'm going to try.
Oh, hey, you got a minute, love?
Oh, sure, Bev. I was just on the way to the garden.
About Joanne. Don't you think you're rushing things a bit?
Like how?
I know you're trying to convince yourself that she's your mum, but I think you should take some time to think about it.
I don't need time to think about it. I should be able to recognise my own mum, shouldn't I?
Well, it's a long time since you've seen her. Maybe they just look similar. You could be making a big mistake.
Oh, she's my mum, all right. I know it.
You haven't got any proof.
Look, Bea, I know you're only trying to protect me, but I don't need it anymore. Honest.
Wait till you see Bee's birthday cake do. It's a real beauty. Oh.
Yeah, well, I hope you made a big one, because it seems years since we've had a birthday. Hey, you get a load of that. The perfect family picture with one daughter missing.
One of little Sue's knows they're here. Where is she, Dor?
She was in talking with Bea. Hey, Susie, over here! Yeah, reading your riddle? Yeah, that's good.
How things been really, love?
Not so bad. I'd rather be with you and Jace, of course.
Oh, God, we miss you.
Well, me too. It's not so long now.
What are the other women like?
Some of them are a bit on the tough side, but mostly they're all right.
Well, we seem to be of great interest to one of them. Who's the kid? Seems to be a bit young to be in a place like this.
It's young Susie. She's sort of a special case.
Bloody hell, she's not even going to invite her over.
I don't know, love. I reckon Susie might be trying to keep it a secret in case one of the screws transfer one of them.
Yeah, well, big deal. Why doesn't she have her visits inside then? I mean, Joanne must know how Susie's feeling.
Well, you happy with it?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so, for all the good it'll do.
Oh, come on, Bea, it's terrific. It really gets to the guts of the problem.
Yeah, but unless the right people see it, you may as well be screaming into the wind.
Yeah, well, that's as good as fixed. I'm having that drink with my journo, mate, after work.
Oh, let me laugh. Who outside this place is going to care about some 16-year-old kid being shoved in here?
Lots of people. Well, I know I care.
Oh, come off it. You're only in it for the money. You've told me often enough.
Yeah, well, I've had second thoughts about that.
Don't tell me you're going soft. We'll only take advantage of it, or haven't you been told?
Oh, by the way, what's all this about Slater being Susie's mother?
Who told you that?
Susie let it drop accidentally. Is it true?
How would I know? Run some blood tests.
Come on, Bea, I need some straight answers, otherwise I've got to report it.
And be careful, your soft heart's showing.
Come on. I have got to report if it's true.
Well, no, it's not true. And for some reason, Susie's taken to Joanne. I don't know, maybe she's her dream of what an ideal mother should be. Anyway, she's decided that Joanne is her mother and nothing will change her mind.
Oh, hell, what chance has that kid got after all she's been through? We are going to get your article into the outside press, Bea. Count on it.
Hi, my name's Jason.
G'day, I'm Susie.
What are you doing?
Gardening.
Can I help?
If you like.
Poor kid. Sounds like her background was almost a copy of mine. I was lucky, though. I didn't get sent to a place like this.
I feel so sorry for her, Phil.
What would us strays do without you?
What am I going to do? I can't just drop her.
Listen, we've often talked about getting someone to help out at the farm, give you a hand with Jason. Why not Susie?
She'd be wonderful. Oh, if only she didn't have this idea about me being a mother. I mean, it could turn out to be a real problem. What if he doesn't like Jason? What if he resents her?
Looks like they're getting on all right at the moment.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
If she's as bright as you say she is, I think she'll be able to work out her problem in time. If we all help her.
I'm sorry, but time's up, I'm afraid.
Already?
Well, it's up to you. Whatever you decide, I'll go along with.
Okay.
Jason, time to go.
I've got to go. See you again.
Or will you be coming back to visit?
I'll have to ask my dad.
I hope so. Oh, bye-bye, Jason.
Bye.
Well, how'd you like Susie?
It's not bad for a girl.
Did you see him, Lizzie? Oh, he was a real nice kid, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was lovely.
Come on, ladies, keep it moving.
And did you see Phil? He waved to me as he left. Big deal.
Another fun-filled day?
Oh, well, it might have been for you.
Well, why the long face?
Oh, it's nothing. I had a fight with my boyfriend.
Oh, I see. Serious?
Oh, no. We just split up.
Oh. Well, in that case, let me buy you a drink to celebrate.
Celebrate?
Yeah. There's plenty more fish in the sea just waiting to be hooked.
Yeah, well, I must be using the wrong bait. Besides, I prefer men.
What do you think I am, a camel? And I'm meeting a mate at the pub, so you'll have two to choose from.
Thanks, Steve, but I don't think so. I would be a drag.
Rubbish. Come on, just a quick one.
Oh, okay. But just one. And I'm telling you now, I'm not going to enjoy myself.
Fill it up, thanks.
Thanks to the new top you got me. It'll look terrific with my disco pants tomorrow night.
Oh, no. Those disco pants are out. They're far too tight.
Mum, don't be such a square. All the kids are wearing them now.
Boys must look terrific.
Cut the wisecracks. You know what I mean.
And you know what I mean. It's jeans or it's nothing. Forget I said that.
Tell you what. I'll wear the jeans if you let me stay overnight at Michelle's.
Jennifer, I spend my entire working life surrounded by con women. Now, what makes you think you can put one over on me?
Please, Michelle's very nice, really.
Darling, I don't know, Michelle. I don't know her parents. But you know the rules.
There you go, that'll be $10 exactly. Do you want your oil and water checked?
The price of petrol? I think it'll be one luxury at a time.
Yeah, right. Have a nice day.
G'day, Matt.
You're late.
Knowing you journos, you've probably been here all afternoon anyway.
You're only going to insult me because you know I wouldn't hit you in front of a lovely lady. How do you do?
Wendy, this is Matt Thomas, an unscrupulous journalist who sometimes works for the Dispatch. The rest of the time, he sponsors the breweries.
Hello.
Matt, this is the lovely Wendy Scott. And what are you going to have to drink?
Gin and tonic, thanks.
Gin and tonic and 2 beers.
How's life in San Quentin?
Oh, fairly quiet. We haven't had a riot for about a month now. And the last murder was weeks ago. Apart from that, we've only had the odd bashing and a nutcase.
Sounds a bit like our office. What's this weekly prison newspaper you're telling me about over the phone?
What a coincidence. It just so happens that I have a copy hot off the press.
Well, at first glance, I wouldn't say the Dispatch has any worries as far as competition goes.
Give us time, give us time. Read the article on the back page. Thanks.
The Queen Bee's column. Good heading.
Just read it. Now, about this boyfriend of yours. Who did the splitting up?
Oh, we both did, but I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, well, that puts an end to that line of the conversation. Do you have any hobbies? Stamp collecting? Macrame?
No.
No? Oh, in that case, we're going to have to talk about me.
Hey, this is good.
You haven't finished yet.
I don't have to. That's why I like it. A bit rough, but damn good. You sure of the facts?
I can vouch for every word.
Doesn't seem possible.
Oh, you can check it out if you like. Are you interested?
Oh, very. This Queen Bee, would you let us publish it?
Yeah, her real name's B. Smith.
Listen, I'd like to rush this over for the editor to have a look at before the next issue is fully laid out. Would you mind?
Oh, I'd be delighted. So would B. Smith.
Right. Be in touch. Nice to meet you, Wendy. Let's all get together soon.
Bye now.
Thanks, mate. Well, he must have been interested. He didn't even touch the beer I bought him. Here's to the Queen Bee.
I wish we didn't have to work in the laundry today. I like it much better in the workshop.
Yeah, the laundry's getting to be a real drag.
Oh, quit groaning, you two. You can't work in that rag of a newspaper all the time.
Oh, don't tell me you're going to be in a bad mood again today. I mean, what's wrong with you? Are you getting old or something?
Not too old to give you a good clip around the ears, young lady.
Not my face, don't hit me.
And you.
Okay, Burns, Driscoll, you can move out. Smith, hang around. I've got some interesting news for you.
What's up, Mr. Faulkner?
The news is for Smith, not you. Well, you never guess what's happened.
Hang on a minute. Rack off, big ears.
Oh, I was just adjusting my girdle.
So what's the big news?
How would you feel about your article on Susie being published in the Dispatch?
What? Oh, I'll pull the other one.
I showed it to my journo mate last night, and he liked it enough to take it straight back to show his editor for next edition. Yeah, I'll need your permission. What do you say?
Yeah, of course. So they're going to pay me money and everything?
Yeah, of course.
Wow, I'll be buggered. I never thought I'd see the light of day outside this place.
You've got to learn to trust people. I take it you'll agree.
Yeah, on one condition. The Weekly Stir gets all the credit.
Done. Oh, and congratulations.
Thanks, and I do mean for everything.
Hey, how's Susie getting on?
Oh, no better. If anything worse. All we can do is wait around for the crash and pick up the pieces. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Mr. Faulkner, would it be possible for me to see the governor?
I'd have to ask. Would it be about young Susie?
What makes you think that?
It's hard to keep anything to yourself around this place.
Yeah.
All right, go to the laundry and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Faulkner, I'm ready to go and work in the kitchen now.
Oh, you're so subtle, Lizzie.
I am, aren't I? You learn to be in this place.
Oh, no.
Shh, not so loud. Act normal.
So how are we going to get rid of the screws when the stripper arrives?
Well, how about I fake an accident or get a headache and ask to be taken to the sister?
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's dumb, then you'll miss out on the show.
Oh, I don't mind. Seen it all before. Probably more recently than you lot.
Don't bet on it.
Come on, Doreen, she's only joking.
Okay. Suppose you are feeling a lot happier after your visit with all your family yesterday.
Let's just keep it simple, huh? How about a fake message to get rid of the screw for a couple of minutes?
Couple of minutes, is that all it's going to take?
Well, how long does it usually take your men to get out of their clothes?
Oh.
How about a bit of work, girls? Slater, the governor, will see you now.
What do you think you're up to?
Shouldn't do that to me, Mrs. Powell. You know I've got a weak ticker.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do with that lot?
Oh, Mrs. Davidson gave me permission to make a birthday cake for Bee's surprise party.
Cake? What, sardines, crackers and mushrooms?
It's an old bush recipe.
Put them back.
Oh, you haven't got any heart, Mrs. Powell. You just wait till it's your birthday. We won't even give you a present.
Do me a favour. You're going to use that recipe, don't make me a cake either.
Mr. Faulkner said you wanted to talk to me about Susan Driscoll.
Yes. Well, could we talk privately?
Well?
Well, since I've been here, Susie's formed a pretty strong attachment to me. I've become a sort of a mother figure.
She has had a rather unfortunate childhood.
Oh, yes, I know. Well, I like Susie very much, and we get on pretty well together. And I was wondering if...
Yes?
Well, would it make any difference to Susie's release if she's got a proper home to go to when she leaves here?
Oh, yes, of course. She probably would have to serve out the better part of her sentence. But if she does have a good home to go to, it certainly would act in her favour with the parole board.
I'd like her to come and live with us on the farm as part of the family. I think she'd like it too.
Well, that's extremely generous of you, but have you discussed this with your husband? It is a very serious step.
Oh, yes, I have. Really, it was his original suggestion. You see, he comes from a similar sort of background. He knows what it's like to be alone and have no family.
Well, if you have made your mind up, I could set the wheels in motion by applying for an early release for Susan.
Thanks, Mrs. Davison. That'd be a good start. Well, I think it'd be better if nobody else knows about this yet until all the arrangements are made, just in case something goes wrong.
Yes, I think that would be wise.
Right. Thanks.
No. Thank you.
You know, I never thought I'd admit it, but I'm really beginning to like this job. I'm even getting to appreciate some of the women.
You would.
Not like that.
Well, I'll leave you to enjoy yourself. Me? I'm off home for a quiet night in front of the telly. Bye.
Good night.
When I was talking about women, I wasn't including her.
Oh, Mr. Faulkner, don't forget B. Smith's singing telegram, will you?
Oh, right, Mrs. Davidson. Do you want to be there when he does his bit?
No, I don't think so. I don't want the women to feel restricted. It does them good to relax a little occasionally. There you are, Wendy. All signed.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we wandered along the riverbank and caught some freshwater crows, and we cooked them in the billy and had fresh bread and loads of butter. Oh, it's wonderful.
How long was that after you left Mildura?
Oh, about 12 months.
Why did you leave?
Susie, let's make a pact.
A pact?
Yeah. That from now on, we will just not talk about the past, okay?
But I've been looking for you for so long. And now I found you. Well, there's things I need to know. I have to know.
Well, there's no point dragging up a past that can only hurt you.
Why did you leave me? Or what was wrong with me?
Look, there was nothing wrong with you.
There must have been. Otherwise you would have kept me with you.
Susie, believe in yourself. Believe in what you are now. The past is gone. Well, there's nothing I could tell you that could possibly help.
Oh, tell me, please.
Look, I can't. You've got to stop pushing me. I can't tell you anything. Susie, don't. I promise I'll make it all right. Don't cry.
Oh, hell, look at... Robert! Jennifer!
Hi, Mum.
Hi, yourself. Now, what have you two been up to? Trying to redecorate the kitchen?
It's got nothing to do with me. I spent the past 2 hours getting ready to go out.
Sure you couldn't have gotten the same effect in 15 minutes? Where's your brother?
Haven't seen him. You'll notice I'm wearing the jeans.
Yeah. Well, they look pretty good.
If I clean up the kitchen, can I stay overnight at Michelle's?
No, you can't. But I'll make you a deal. Go and find your brother, and I won't make you scrape off half that wall paint.
Oh, Mum, it took me an hour to get my makeup just right.
Actually, I think you look very pretty.
Now who's being the con woman? All right, I'll go find him.
Thanks, so. Oh, hell.
I'm sorry we can't have another drink after work. I really enjoyed myself last night.
I must admit, so did I.
See what you've been missing out on, limiting yourself to one man?
Who says I have been? Night.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I have a message to deliver for a Mrs. B. Smith.
Oh, the telegram, right?
That's right.
Oh, just sign in over there.
Okay.
Robert, Mum wants you. You gotta catch me first. Come on, Robert, you're in enough trouble as it is. You cheeky little bugger.
I'm not gonna chase you. I haven't got time. I'm going out tonight. Rob. All right, you can get into as much trouble with Mum as you like.
Pack of bastards. Come on, you didn't think we'd forget you, do you?
Yes, she did. That's why she's been in such a bloody awful mood all week.
We've had a cake and everything. Who made that?
I did. You like it?
It's beautiful, Lizzie. Thanks. Oh, I could have pinched a whole lot more goodies, only bloody old pal caught me. I was in the storeroom and I had mushrooms, I had sardines.
Oh, here it comes, the birthday present.
She's more excited than I am.
Oh, it's what you've always wanted. It's beautiful.
Well, some of us think it's beautiful.
All right, keep it down, keep it down. B, this gentleman's got something for you.
Oh, do I get to keep it or can I eat it here?
Mr. Faulkner, did you see Mrs. Davidson?
No, why?
Oh, because she was looking for you. She said if we saw you to tell you to go to the governor's office.
Yeah, that's right. It looks serious.
Oh, can you hold the fort?
Yeah, sure, I'll be right. Yeah.
Mrs. Smith, I have a message for you from some friends.
Mrs. Davidson, I believe you wanted to see me.
No, who told you that?
Well, Bryant Burns. I just took the telegram guy down to the party and that... Oh, God.
I think we'd better join the party.
Boy from the service station, aren't you?
Bloody hell. It's been enough killing already. Well, what else are we going to do? She knows you. We'll have to take her with us. What? Shut her up, will you? You're crazy. Drive, will you?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But The sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around, last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare, waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too. When morning comes around,